Hi everyone, welcome back. This is the next part of the DK64 Let's Play with glitches. And in this one, we're going to go to Frantic Factory, the third level. And this is actually the first level that we're not going to do in parts. Like, I'm going to get absolutely everything as soon as I go there. But it is going to take a while. There's a lot of crap we need to do in there, so we'll see. Now, this is the way you're supposed to go to Frantic Factory. You're supposed to beat the boss from Angry Aztec, and when you do that and turn in the key for K-Lumsy, this platform rises and you just jump on it and then jump up there. But I'm going to use a moontail, which is where like you interrupt his double jump, that move with his tail attack, and then jump out of that to get up there without that. So yeah, pretty easy. The timing's pretty hard on that trick, but if you do get it, it's really easy to actually grab the ledge afterwards. You can see how laggy this place is. If you pay attention, you'll notice that his long jumps actually go further when there's more lag. And we're going to use that to our advantage many times in this run. A little shortcut right there, you can just jump on some of the pipes and skip some of the travel time. Given how laggy this place is, that actually does save more time than you'd think. So I'm almost at Frantic Factory already. I'm going to activate Warp 4 just in case I ever have to come back up here. I don't think I ever will, but it's better to be safe. Now, as you can see, the door is still here because during the cutscene where K-Lumsy raises the platform, he also opens this door, and I guess the developers never expected you to actually get up here without doing that, so the door isn't actually real and I can just walk right through. Really easy. So this is a lobby for Factory. I only have 11 bananas. This guy wants 15. He's not getting 15. I'm going to switch to Lanky, and I'm going to get in regardless. Now what I'm going to try and do, and this one's actually pretty hard. For a lot of the levels, the glitch that I'm about to do is really easy, but this one's hard because you can't get in this corner. The thing about B-Locker is he always has a weak right corner, so if you can get in there, then you can pretty much reach the portal with Lanky's, like the move where he stretches his arms. The third time he does that, it goes a lot further. And if you just touch the portal with that, then it just warps you in. The problem here is like you have to kind of merge yourself with him and then just do it as soon as you land. It's kind of hard to do, but with orange lag you can actually make it so that Lanky's speed is faster, and that means that when you run into B-Locker he goes further inside him, which means he's closer to the portal, which means there's a higher chance of you actually getting in. It's pretty hard and really inconsistent, but I'm going to try and do it now. I'm going to throw a couple oranges and then just long jump into him. And let's hope that's far enough. Let's see. I don't think it is. No, it's definitely not. This one looks a little further. Yeah, there we go. Second try isn't too bad for a trick like that. That's pretty difficult to do, I think. So yeah, Frantic Factory, third level in the game. It's the first level that's vertically oriented instead of horizontal, so that's kind of a nice thing, I guess. Oh, I skipped the cutscene with Chunky as well. Yeah, that's something else. Like, there's a cutscene that plays there, much like the one that shows Diddy Kong in Jungle Japes, where it shows Chunky Kong trapped in his little cage. And because this is the first time I've played as Lanky in a level, there's a little part where the parrot talks to you, and I interrupted the Chunky cutscene with that, which means that I saved a lot of time, which I'm now wasting by running around this room. But that's okay, I'm going to just activate these because I'm going to walk back here later on. There is another glitch you can do here with orange lag where you force yourself through the wall and you go out of bounds, and you can get to the big production room at the start. It saves maybe a couple minutes, but it's really inconsistent. You have to like come over here. You have to kill those guys because like your oranges kind of home in on them. If you don't, you come over here, you like align yourself, you chuck a couple oranges, and if you're very lucky, the explosion will push you through this wall, and from there you can walk outside and just navigate your way in the darkness until you get to one of Lanky's bananas. But I'm not going to bother with that. I might show it later on in another video just for fun, but it's just really too inconsistent. I don't want to waste any more time than I already have. So something else that's cool, if you walk off a ledge while Lanky is crouching, and this is the same for every Kong, then he won't take damage from the fall no matter how big it is. So That's something that's worth noting. I used to get lost a lot in this level when I was younger. Everything kind of looks the same, but now that I'm playing it as an adult, I don't really find it that difficult. Levels like Crystal Caves are so much worse in that regard. Another advantage to doing that glitch that I mentioned earlier is that you can actually activate the other Warp 4 before that one. And that means that you can take a shortcut later on, but it's no big deal. So this is the room where Chunky Kong is, but before I free him I'm going to make a quick switch to DK. And I'm going to do the Baboon Blast section of this level, which is going to open something else. And it also gives me some bananas. I need plenty of those. I really hope I don't fall off this one. An interesting fact about this Barrel Blast is it's the only one in the game which doesn't have its unique soundtrack. It just has the regular Frantic Factory music. I don't know why they did that. It's kind of weird that it's the only one. So yeah, I hit this switch and... what does this do? I can't even remember. Oh god, it does something terrible. I wish I didn't do that. Fortunately, that's a problem for another video, but it is going to be a problem. Anyone that's played this game before knows what that is, so let's just not acknowledge it for now. So I need to activate this Warp 1 so I can get back here quickly later on. I'm going to free Chunky, and to do that you have to climb up this pipe. Normally you're supposed to use Lanky's handstand move and just walk straight up the pipe, but of course I don't have that yet, so I'm going to do this instead. Easy. What I did there was I did a little series of jumps while Lanky was kind of angled towards the wall, and for some reason that lets him keep walking after you do the jump, because he like touches the wall or something. I don't know, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but it lets him climb up any slope that has a wall right next to it without the handstand move. Obviously that's mostly useless because we're just about to get the handstand move, but it saves a little bit of backtracking here. So next thing I'm going to do, and this section is going to be a little boring, so you know, I'm sorry, I should put an annotation in this video telling you what time to go to if you don't want to watch all the moves. But I'm going to go and get all the moves for the Kongs and all their guns and all their instruments and all that crap, and it's not going to be that fun to watch, but it needs to happen if I can ever get up here. Okay. Whose balloon is that? It's DK's. Okay, I'll get it later then. Yeah, I've got more than enough coins for all of this stuff, so I really don't think there's going to be ever going to be any shortage of coins. Wow, can't talk today. So that's Lanky's instrument. I have to go buy his moves now. This section would be so long if I wasn't skipping through the text, so I'm glad that I'm a speedrunner and I'm very impatient. It's still really long though. Which move is this? Orang stand. Yeah, that's the move that we just were supposed to use a minute ago, but I got around it. This one's Baboon Balloon. This one lets Lanky Kong inflate himself just like a balloon. It's pretty useful. So who's next? I'm gonna switch to Diddy Kong now. I already got his instrument in Angry Aztec. It was the only one that I got, so I'm just gonna get his moves real quick. Tons of coins as usual. Rocket Barrel Boost. Yeah, this is the jetpack one. The jetpack, I really don't like it in this game. The controls are probably some of the worst in the whole game, and it's such a shame because it was a really cool concept. I think if they did that a little better, it would have been a lot of fun. And this move right here, Simian Spring, is pretty much exactly the same as the shock pads from Banjo-Kazooie. It's a complete copy. And there's a fun fact about Simian Spring that I'm gonna show off later on in this video. It's pretty much not needed like anywhere, but it ultimately will usually save time to get it because the alternative is pretty tricky to do. But I'm gonna show that off anyway. I'm sorry, there's not a lot to say right now. It's just a really boring section, but this is the only part of the game. Oh, I forgot to get the balloon. No, I can get it on the way out. This is the only part of the game where we're going to buy like tons and tons of moves at once. There's a part later on where we're going to get a couple more, but it's only for a few Kongs. Strong Kong, this one lets him be invincible. And the next move that we're going to get for DK is the most useless move in the game. This move literally lets him pull switches. He needed a potion, which he doesn't even drink, to do that. It's no wonder why Cranky's so embarrassed by him. So I'm going to shoot this balloon now, because I want the bananas. I said I'm going to shoot this balloon now, because I want the bananas. Thank you. So, finally, he's here for you. It's Chunky Kong. I'm going to get his instrument. I think this instrument really suits him. He really seems like the triangle playing type. It's quite a unique triangle in that it has more than one note. I guess he really is just that talented. So yeah, as you can see, I'm able to buy all of his moves even though I didn't play as him before right now. That's because of the rainbow coins. Like I mentioned before, every time you pick one up it gives 5 coins to every Kong, even the ones you haven't played as yet. Which is really useful. Jeez, we're already at 12 minutes. This video is totally gonna drag. I'm sorry guys, but if you cut out all of this stuff about buying moves and everything, then it should be still fun to watch, I guess. There's a move later on where you buy it from Cranky as Chunky, and it's about like turning invisible, and Cranky's like, you should try and use this one as much as possible, and I thought that was really funny. I'm gonna let the text scroll here for a second. I want to see what it says. Oh, never mind. I'm talking nonsense. I thought there was like part of the text which it felt like they should have changed it for Tiny because she's a girl, but they never did. Maybe it's this part actually. Let's see. Stand a little closer, Tiny, and I'll show you how to use your instrument. Yeah, that's enough candy. I've had enough of your crap. I'm out of here. So lazy, seriously. So, I'm almost done. I just have to buy her moves now. One of these moves is the most useful moves in the whole game, because it lets us cross a lot of big gaps, and it lets us get into Hideout Helm, the final level, early as well, which is going to be useful very far into this playthrough. The main use for this move, Ponytail Twirl, is supposed to be for the boss of the level, but I might actually do the boss as another Kong. You're supposed to do it as Tiny, but you know, I might spice it up a little bit and do it as someone else. But for now, I'm gonna exit the level and go straight back in. Since I never opened B-Locker, I'm kinda merged with them, but it's no big deal, I can just walk back in anyway. I still don't have enough bananas to get past them, so just kinda sticking it to them every time. So now we're gonna go this way because some of Tiny's bananas are on this route. Every time I see some coins lying about, I'm probably just gonna pick them up. I probably don't have to. I think I should have enough anyway, but it's better to be safe. I really don't want to have to like do any editing if I can avoid it. So yeah, this is the right way. I'm gonna go and see Funky Kong and buy more stuff, but this time it's only gonna be a couple more guns, and then we're good. Chunky's blueprint guy, I'll come back and destroy him in a second. So yeah, Ponytail Twirl lets you cross a lot of gaps really quickly. Tiny's balloon's right there, but I can't shoot it because I don't have her gun yet. Sorry, her shooter. Forgot this is an E-rated game. I don't think I should have switched to Tiny there. I think I should have switched to Lanky first. But I guess it's no big deal since I'm picking up coins all over the place. So I actually bought her gun and her ammo belt, which applies to all the Kongs. Means I can hold more stuff. which is always good. So I'll just shoot her thing right now. Let's hope I can get this one quickly. Yep, first try. So I need to get Lanky's gun and Chunky's gun. Lanky Kong has the most primitive of all the shooters. It's one of these things that you blow into and it fires a grape. I don't really see how that would possibly hurt anything. And again, Tiny's is feathers, so I guess it's not the worst. Get in there, man. Come on. Come on, Lanky. Okay. And Chunky has the best gun. It's really powerful. I mean, it's not as fast as Diddy Kong's gun, but it's really, really strong. In fact, there's a couple of parts in this game that you're supposed to do as like Tiny or someone else that I'm actually going to do as Chunky instead, because his gun is just so powerful and it like saves a lot of time to do it that way. So I'm actually going to... Wait, should I go back to Tiny? Yeah, I should go back to Tiny because I'm going to get one of her bananas. I'm forgetting the route now. But yeah, all of that move buying crap is out of the way now. We can just get back to the game. Yeah, I need to turn small before I can go in there. This is Tiny's gimmick. Her name's Tiny, so she has to get small, and it's really boring, but you gotta do it. This shows up like 10 times in every level, and it's just pretty much a waste of crystal coconuts. I mean, all it was here for was to get through this little tunnel. I don't know why it had to exist. But whatever. So this is Tiny's first golden banana of the level. We just have to hit with the ball, whichever one. No, I'm going to stand further back actually. Whichever one it's showing. So the orange, watermelon, banana, crystal coconut, banana medal, ammo box. Are you serious? The hit detection on this thing is like such bullshit. Come on. Whatever. That was my fault. Okay, no more fooling around. I'm gonna get it this time. So just like not move the cursor at all and not try and make it really fast. Okay, there we go. That really sucks. That means that the last time I just missed it by one. Oh well. So what are we going to do next? Going to exit this place first of all. I need to go back and get that fairy later on, but the route is such that I don't have to go back right now. I'll go back later on. Next time Wait, I did hit warp 5, right? Oh, I'm sure I did. Whatever. I'm going to warp back there later as DK and get that fairy. So what's the next thing I need to do? Go over here and tag Chunky Kong. And I'm going to go get his blueprint, which is really easy to find. It's right here. No problem at all. Actually, you can kill all of the Kisplats for any Kong with the same number of hits as long as you do it properly. The idea is to knock them over and then like do a combo attack as they're getting back up, so that you hit them right away. Gonna pick up some of these since they're right here. Now, I mentioned this earlier that you don't really need Simian Spring for pretty much every single part where you're supposed to use it. I'm going to demonstrate that you can get up this entire thing without using it once. So let's see. I'm going to do a Moontail. This one's like the hardest part of getting up at this ledge right here. It might take a few tries, but I really want to show it off just to emphasize the uselessness of this move. Yeah, the timing is like really shitty on this. Dude, please leave me alone. I'm too stubborn to like just take the pad. I want to do this. I don't know why it's so inconsistent. Wow, I didn't even like realise that I got it that time. I just let it happen. It's gonna happen any minute now. Dude, that was not cool. That's such bullshit. He was totally high enough there to get it. See, this right here is the reason that even though Simian Spring is probably technically useless, we still get it anyway, because nobody wants to be stuck doing this crap. There we go. Jesus, that took like 10 years. At least that's what it felt like. So yeah, like I said, it's completely worth it to get Simian Spring, even though it can technically be skipped. I don't need to get that banana bunch down there. This one's a lot easier. Wait, how many bananas have I got? 20? Okay, that's fine. There we go. So I just made that whole section a lot harder than it had to be, but whatever. This one, all you have to do is just follow the same pattern until all of them are in. It's really brainless, like many of the mini-games. Actually, I think this is the first bonus barrel that I've done in this run through. Oh god. That scream. I can't believe they put sounds like that in an E-rated game. Alright, we're done. So, you're supposed to use Simian Spring to get the banana, but you don't have to, you can just use a Moontail again. And that one's really easy, thank god. So I'm gonna get one last banana for this part. Please. No, wait, I'm gonna get 2 more bananas actually. There's another one I can get real quick. I need to find the tag barrel. It's over here. Gonna switch to DK real quick, because he has a really, really hard banana to get in just a second. It, like, seriously is one of the most difficult ones in the game. But before I get that, I'm gonna take a picture of this fairy. These things can be really hard to take a picture of because they move around so quick, but if you stand far away from them, they actually move around pretty slow, so it's not nearly as hard. But okay, I think they might be too far away. I really don't want to screw this up. Like that. This might take a while. Okay, I think I got it. Okay. I don't know, I feel like that's not really centered, but there's just no consistency whatsoever with taking pictures of the fairies, and they fill up all your stuff after you get them, so that's cool. So, before I do this incredibly difficult puzzle, I'm gonna get some more bananas. Now, where's the switch? There it is. It took me a long time to figure this out. I had to look at a bunch of guides to see what the solution was, and yeah, this is pretty up there with like the hardest puzzles in a video game. I can't think of anything that's taking me quite as long. Usually the time limit's pretty hard on me in this one because I just don't know what I'm doing for most of it, really. To be honest, I still don't totally understand the solution. If anyone can figure it out, I would really appreciate it if you'd like post a comment about it. Because I don't think I'm smart enough. But I guess I got lucky that time and managed to get it. So yeah. Another banana for DK. And there's one last thing I want to get in this part of the video before I stop for now. It's another really quick one. Alright, where am I? Okay, here's the thing. There's a bonus barrel up here. Right there, and you're supposed to do it as Lanky Kong. You're supposed to like stand on this, inflate yourself just like a balloon, and go in there, but you can actually if you can reach the bonus barrel as another Kong, you can do it as that Kong, but you can't pick up the banana. But I'm going to demonstrate this anyway as DK if I can make it in there. I know it's possible because I did it earlier, and I'm not going to leave until I get it. Okay, I should probably be smart about this actually and just time it so that I kick off when it's like at its lowest point, or when it's coming down. So there we go. This minigame shows up I think like 4 times or something, and the only difference between them is that it gets faster, which actually makes it kind of hard for me. My reaction time isn't great, so I'm never really that good at this one, but this instance of it's really easy because it's so slow. Watch me screw it up just because I said that. Just one more. God, it's so exciting, isn't it? I'm so glad they put it in the game 4 times. But anyway. So yeah, like, the banana is transparent and it will stay that way for every Kong except Lanky, because you're supposed to get it with Lanky. So I'm gonna just get up here and switch to Lanky and do exactly that. And now it's normal, I can pick it up. So yeah, that's quite a lot of stuff covered already. This video is going on a lot longer than I thought it would, mostly because of buying moves and taking 10 billion years to climb up this block tower. But I don't know, I just wanted to show off that it was possible, so I guess it's still a success. But I'm gonna cut it for here. There's still so much of the level left, but let's have a look. We've got 2 of his bananas, 1 of hers. We've got his blueprint but no bananas, and 1 for each of them. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.